With news coverage all across the county comes Eastland County Today.
Folks at Blake Full & Wider have every kind of vehicle you need at a price that you can live with. New Ram half-ton, 3/4 or 1-ton, the tools you need to make a living.
New Ram Quad Cab half tons for $299 a month, or new Ram 2500 crew cabs for $369 a month during Ram commercial truck season at Blake Full & Wider Dodge in Eastland.
The truck you need to build a life. I'm Aaron Watson. Go see Blake and the boys, and you'll drive away with a smile.
Welcome to Eastland County Today Buzz. And now, a few words from Judge Rex Fields.
Good morning. I'm Rex Fields, Eastland County Judge, and I've been asked to comment on the Christmas season. The leaves have changed color, Christmas decor is abundant, and people are shopping for gifts, and students are counting down the days until the break. All of these signs indicate that the Christmas season is once again upon Eastland County. The weather is about the only party to the celebration is not cooperating in the usual manner by delivering icy cold December days. Instead, as I wrote this article, the temperature was 84 degrees and the afternoon sunshine was lighting up the majestic pecan trees at the courthouse. I will thankfully take the warmth and sunshine along with full lakes and stock tanks. You have to be thankful for abundant water after several scary years of drought. I hope that you and your family get to enjoy the season and each other's company. As I get a bit older, I'm starting to lose some family and friends. Such is the nature of life and to be expected, but the loss is still hard to process. I suggest that we all make an effort in the coming year to show someone that we care, that their presence in our lives has meaning, and to enjoy their friendship. Only God knows how much time is allotted, and I want to use it wisely. Let's also enjoy the beauty around us by slowing down to see the world from the perspective of a small child. There are some truly amazing things that occur each day if we'll just take a moment to pause and reflect upon them, such as a beautiful sunrise, looking at your favorite pet, or the smile from a special person. God continues to bless us in our daily lives. We'll get to live in a place where the rule of law is understood, practiced, and enforced. Folks in Eastland County sleep under a blanket of protection each night as a first responder stand by to bring us emergency dispatching, EMS, firefighting, and law enforcement. If you see one of these first responders, please thank them for their service. I know that they'll be grateful for your message of appreciation, especially at a time in our society when some elements of society seem to be bent on anarchy and disrespect for authority. Let's turn around that situation by being leaders in doing the right thing each and every day. To you and your family, I say Merry Christmas, and may you enjoy the season that is before us. Hug your family and appreciate your friends now so they can know that you truly care about them. See you down the road. Thank you, Rex Fields, Eastland County Judge.
In Ranger, Texas, there was a great giveaway of quite a few toys, as a visit from Santa brought a lot of joy to the hearts of the elementary students in Ranger School District.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, scream it out.
So good. Boys and girls, it's so hard all year to work really, really hard and to be good for your parents, even when they're not looking. Santa can't breathe. So even when they're not looking is whenever it's most important for us to be on our best behavior, because somebody's always watching. A friend, a neighbor, maybe my elves, maybe me. So whenever you're out and you're trying to be good for Christmas, your parents aren't home, maybe it seems like it's not that wrong, but you know in the back of your mind that it is. Who are you inside, and who do you want to be when you grow up? Is it a good person or a bad person? Awesome. So that's whenever it's the most important to really be good. It's because it's for you and who you want to be. So I just want to tell you all that I thank you very much for being so good. I've got all these wonderful elves. These elves right here, they're getting down. So I just want to thank you all for being so good. It's hard, and we all try to do our best. The most important thing is not to give up on yourself, even whenever it feels like you can't be good anymore. Never give up on yourself, because you can, and I believe in you. And I see it all year. Y'all are the best kids I've ever seen. And Santa has lots of different towns to go to every year, but you guys really do shine and put your spot on the map. So thank you so much, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas.
It felt really good and nice to see actually Santa run and jog around the gym. I felt nervous. Very happy because I loved it, how he actually bought all these gifts to make us happy and want us to show his love to us. I feel special and thankful. He's just going to come to our house, give us his presents that he made us, and then we're going to celebrate it, and then he's going to just eat all the cookies and drink all the milk.
I think we're going to get more presents, be thankful and happy, and don't be sad for what we get.
Have a good New Year.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
In the little town of Gorman, there was a Polar Express that made its way throughout the town. It took quite a few children and adults alike along on a ride with a bit of a tale, some marshmallows, and a greeting from Santa at the very end.
I gotta talk to David, hold on. Welcome, guys, welcome.
Welcome to the Polar Express.
It was marshmallows, no kidding.
You're fine, it's video.
Get in, get close.
Have fun? Take 6. Next year we'll be adding a whole lot of stuff.
Also in Gorman, there is a festive light show that is put on every year. We actually had a chance to interview Bill Myers and see how he puts this light show on every year.
Hi, my name is Bill Myers. I live in Gorman, Texas. We produce the annual Christmas light show in December. It runs the whole month of December and a few days after January. We start in September putting the software and everything together for the show this year, and then we actually start putting the physical lights in the yard starting the first day of November. It takes about 3 to 4 weeks to actually assemble everything in the yard and put it together, and then the show starts the first week in December. This is just a small part of it. We actually do 2 shows. This is the main show, and then the second show is 1 block east of here, which is downtown Gorman at the city park, and we also produce that show, and it's completely different. There's no 2 shows alike. We try to add new software and new songs, and every year we try to change it up a little bit. But from year to year, we try to keep it traditional, some traditional and some modern music, and so it appeals to everyone, we hope. This box here is one of the original boxes that we started with. Lightorama is a company out of New York, and they've been in this business for, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. And these boxes are AC control boxes. They actually, just like a light switch, they have plugs. They have 16 plugs in a box. They're all networked together. They talk to each other, so that if I send a signal to box 1, circuit 1, it turns it off or turns it on. And some of the lights that are on the house, the lights, the icicle lights, the lights that hang off of the top of the house, the bushes, things like that are all AC controlled. They're just switched on and off, and they do have dimmable capabilities. Then you progress up to the DMX box, and the DMX boxes handle what they call the dumb node RGB LED lights. Those particular lights are on a string of, can be any number between 50 and 100 lights on a string. But when you turn them on, you can turn them on in any color that you want, but the whole string has to turn on in either red, blue, green, or a variation of those colors. So you can't control each individual bulb. You have to turn the whole string on. Then you move over to what we call the smart pixel lights, and there may be, normally there's 50 nodes or bulbs in a string, and each bulb is actually individually controlled by the computer. We'll go out and take a look. These boxes are all the same, just like the one on the porch. They're powered by a 350 watt 12 volt power supply. Everything that runs off of the new LEDs are 12 volt. You'll notice these ribbons are going to be the exact same ribbons we use on the big tree, and they're 16 feet long, so it lets us make 2 arches out of 1 ribbon. There's a controller box for each set of 2 arches, and these are also the smart LEDs. They have there's a control box. That's the controller that handles the signal from the network. It also runs off of a 5-volt power supply, which is very low voltage. So these are the exact same type of strip lights that the arches are. You'll notice that there's an LED light diode right there, and then there's a chip right next to it. And these are broken down into segments. You can see where the solder joints are right here. So each segment is what they call one node. There's 50 of these on each one of these strands. And so I can control each block of lights with the computer, which gives it that animation effect. These strips are, like I said, are 16 feet tall. They're mounted on a half-inch conduit, which gives it more rigid, a rigid base. The pole is actually 17 feet tall with a star on it. It pushes it on up around almost 20 feet tall. Now the control on this one's a little different. This is brand new. They just came out with this board this year. This is a Falcon Industries, which some guys out of Colorado developed and wrote the software for it and produced it, and it handles all 16 strings of these lights. It also has an adapter board that will handle another 16 strings. So remember, it's like in February 2 years ago. We were in Kerrville, and there's a True Value place had some Christmas stuff stuck in a corner, or they were just trying to get rid of it. And he had all of these icicles, and these things are not cheap. They're about $20 a piece or $25 a piece retail, and I picked them up for $2.50 a piece, and I just bought the whole thing. I think there was 30 of them altogether. So we just hang them up in the trees, and for effect, we just we'll turn them on, and it just looks neat to see them. Yeah, that's $35 board. By the time you put the cover, the micro SD card, the power supply, everything that goes with it, you're looking at about $50 or $60 for the whole thing. But as far as the board itself, it's $35. The new boards are $5, and then I've seen these guys take 5 or 6 of them and hook them together and make supercomputers out of them. So they're pretty neat. But this one, all it does is run the show. I'll show you the software behind it. Matter of fact, X-Lights. It has a test function. What you do is you set up all of your lights. LOR box out there has 624 channels. The tree uses 5 universes of DMX, which is 512 channels each. And then the matrix will use another 3 universes. And then the regular DMX boxes that are on the porch will use 111 channels. You set all that up first. That gives you way to test it. You can also convert your old programs out of your old software into the new. And then you set up this layout. I use a photograph of the house, and then you lay out all your elements that you want it to play. And once you get it converted, you just open a file and play it. Let's see if I can. And it shows you basically what it looks like. This is a good representation of what it looks like outside. The icicles don't actually work like they're supposed to. That's just a representation of where they are. And then it goes from one show to the next. There's about we use about 10 10 shows, 10 different songs. Takes about 45 minutes to run a whole program, and then it just loops and starts right back over. It never stops. So whenever you show up, if you're halfway in between a show, it doesn't matter. You just watch it all the way through until it comes back around to where you left off. And like I said, we'll add some new stuff. We're gonna do a Star Wars tribute probably in about 2 weeks, just before the actual movie comes out, and then we'll add a couple of new songs, some more modern songs. But we have a mix of traditional Christmas songs and modern songs. Unfortunately, some of the Christmas songs are very slow, so we don't use those. but this is more of a just a show people really enjoy. Everybody has their favorites. We did a special last year with Frozen, since Frozen was a big movie last year, and so we'll still have it again this year for the young kids. They really like that one. That's how it works. I can actually control this from up here, since it's on a network. So we have a router in that front room. I could actually plug into the system and actually control the whole thing from right here. But since we're using the Raspberry Pi, there's no need to do that. So
This past weekend being the opening weekend for Star Wars, the Eastland High School had their concert right before it. And they performed very well and put on a very spectacular show. So here's a little excerpt from that.
A 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, move.
news stories, and more, please pick up a copy of the Eastland County Today at your local newsstand, or you can go to www.eastlandcountytoday.com to subscribe and also get your own copy of the paper. You can also visit us on our Facebook and check us out on our YouTube. Well, I've been your host, Jason Walston, and you folks have a great afternoon and a happy holiday.